Hello friends, let us learn lesson number 10, 3 sacks of rice. You may have read many stories about three brothers. Usually two of them, the elder ones, are strong, clever but unkind. They laugh at the youngest one because he is too simple and soft-hearted. Soft-hearted means kind. There are three brothers in this story, but they are not like other stories' characters. Let us see how different they are. Our story also has three brothers who lived in a small town, but they were all three of them honest, kind, and hardworking. The elder one ran a shop, the middle one was a priest, and the youngest one had just finished his education. He had started taking up odd jobs to earn some money and to learn a trade. All three of them were fond of their mother. She had worked hard to bring up the three of them after the sudden death of their father. Bring up means to raise. The three brothers were living with their mother. She raised them after the sudden death of their father. All these brothers were honest, kind, and hardworking. The elder one ran a shop, means that was a shopkeeper. Middle one was a priest, and the youngest just finished his education. And for learning a trade, for learning a business, he did casual jobs. Odd jobs means casual jobs. One day their father's friend visited the mother. He said, "Sister, you know that I have a very prosperous business, but now I am getting old and my only daughter is of a marriageable age. I am looking for a son in law who would be a good husband to my daughter and who would also handle my business well. I like all your sons. If you permit, I will marry my daughter to one of them, but before that I have a plan." One day their father's friend came with a marriage proposal for her only daughter of a marriageable age. He had a successful business, and to handle that he wanted to choose one of those three brothers. He discussed the plan with her and she agreed quite readily. He discussed the plan with their mother and mother also agreed. The next day, the friend went to each one of these three brothers one by one. He gave them each a sack of rice and said, "My dear boy, I am going away for a few months for some necessary work. Please look after this sack of rice till I come back." The next day, as per the plan, he went to each one of them with a sack of rice and asked them to look after those sacks as he was going away for a few months. The friend went away. Many months passed, but he did not return. It was nearly a year before he came back. He visited the eldest brother first. The eldest brother welcomed him and gave him a small purse full of money. "Uncle, you had left a sack of rice with me. After a few months, I was worried that it may get spoiled. Therefore, I sold the rice to my customers. Here is the money I got. Please accept it." Many months passed, but he did not return. That friend did not return, and after nearly a year, he came back and went to the eldest brother first. As he was a shopkeeper, he sold the rice because he thought the rice may get spoiled. Spoiled means what? Damage in quality. So that money he got by selling it, he wanted to give it to the friend. "Thank you, my boy. You are such an honest person." The friend called him as an honest person. Now let us see page number 24. Then the friend went to see the middle brother who was a priest. The priest greeted him with joy and affection. He said, "Uncle, remember you had left a sack of rice with me an year ago? I had kept it for many months, but then I was worried that it may get spoiled. I distributed the rice among the poor in your name. They all blessed you for satisfying their hunger. However, I did that without your permission and I am willing to pay you back for the rice." Now the friend had gone to middle brother. He was a priest, and distributed the rice among the poor to get blessings. And he not only got the blessings for that friend, but he also satisfied the hunger of the poor people. But before doing that, he was thinking he did not take a permission of friends, so he is telling the truth and he is willing to pay back for the rice. No, my boy, you acted wisely and kindly. The blessings that I got from poor people are enough for me. Please don't even think about the money anymore. But the friend did not accept the money. Instead of that, he just said that that was a good deed and the blessings were enough for him. When the friend went to visit the youngest son, he too welcomed him with love and respect. But he said that he had a confession to make. The sack of rice was lying with me for a long time, but then I had an idea. I often go to the neighboring farm to help with the work. I borrowed an unused plot of land from the farmer. I exchanged the sack of rice for paddy and sowed the paddy in the plot. Fortunately, the crop grew well and yielded 25 sacks of rice. I have kept back 5 sacks of rice and sold 20 of them. Here is the money. If you allow, I would like to keep a part of it as my share, considering the labor and money I spent to get it all done. At the last, the friend went to the youngest brother. He that youngest brother borrowed an unused plot. Borrowed means what? Take and use with the intention of returning it. And what did he do? He exchanged the sack of rice for paddy. Paddy means plant seed, seed of rice, and sowed it in the plot. The crop grew well. He got 25 sacks of rice. He sold 20 of them and took 5 for him. So he had used his brain, means he has wisely used the 3 sacks of rice. Out of just 3 sacks of rice, he had got 25 sacks of rice. And he was thinking he would keep it as a part of his share, considering the labor and money he spent it to get all done. A wide smile spread on the father's friend's face. He had found his future son in law. Now, can you tell who was friend's future son in law? He had got that and he was very happy. And why or who was that uh, son in law? He was the youngest brother. In this way, we have finished the explanation. And here is the exercise. Now, copy the exercise in your notebook. Thank you.